Flower delivery.
Lilacs. Oh, how lovely. Oh, they smell delicious, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Who sent them?
Actually, I picked them myself. Clifford said they were one of your favorites.
Oh, that was very thoughtful of you, dear.
Well, I was going to get roses, but they're not looking very good.
Oh, dear, aren't they?
No, and Clifford doesn't know what's wrong with them either.
Well, I suppose I really should go out and talk to him about them tomorrow, shouldn't I?
That sounds like a good idea, Grandmother.
But it wasn't really my idea, was it? It was yours.
What do you mean?
You're worried about me, aren't you, dear?
No, I just thought it might be a good idea to help get your mind off things.
You mean Edward? You know, Ned, you remind me more and more of him.
Do I?
He was always so sweet to me, too. In his gruff old fashion.
Do I really remind you of Grandfather?
When he was younger, yes.
Well, if I can be half the man he was, I'd be very happy.
I know he'd be very, very pleased to hear you say that.
Yeah. That's weird. Must be the wind.
More like hot air to me.
What?
Oh, nothing, dear, nothing.
Oh, well, hello, Lila, Ned.
Hello, dear.
Oh, what lovely lilacs.
Ned picked them for me.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Have you seen anything of Tracy today?
Oh, she said she was going to spend the afternoon at the spa.
Take much more than an afternoon for her, but then again, I can't envy her at the moment. I would love a nice massage right now.
You're not still angry with Alan, are you?
Well, aren't you?
Oh, he's just upset about the will.
Well, yeah, I'd say he was upset enough to try to have it invalidated, have a court declare his father incompetent when he signed it.
It'll all work out, dear. You'll see.
Oh, Lila, forgive me, but I don't think it is going to. I don't think that we're going to stop all this fighting and haggling in this family for quite a while.
What makes you say that?
Because I know Alan. And I think he's up to something. Have either one of you seen him today?
He made some very mysterious phone calls before he left.
Oh, that clinches it. He is up to something. I'm going to find out what it is.
You would... You're not thinking what I'm thinking, are you?
You bet I am.
What is it, Monica?
Lila, it's a list of the ELQ stockholders and their check marks next to the largest shareholders.
Well, if he's planning some kind of ELQ takeover, he's got another thing coming.
But Edward left you with the controlling shares of the company, didn't he, Ned?
That's right, he did, Grandmother, and I intend to carry out my responsibilities to it.
I'm going with you, Ned.
I don't think that's a good idea, Monica. You shouldn't get involved.
Oh, I think it is a good idea. I am involved. I'm on the board, and I'll explain to you in the car. Excuse us, Lila.
We simply cannot allow Ned Ashton to operate this company.
Does he have any business experience at all?
None.
Still, Edward must have had some confidence in him. He did leave him in charge.
Which only proves my point. My father was not in his right mind when he rewrote the will. I mean, God help me for saying so, but it's true.
Well, I think we can all pitch in and show young Ashton the ropes.
George, do you want him making mistakes with your money? Do you have any idea what's going to happen to the finances of this company if he runs it?
Well, the market's awfully skittish these days.
Skittish? And he's certainly not going to inspire any confidence in the business community. I mean, our stocks are going to go crashing through the floor.
Dear, I do depend on those dividends.
Well, they're not going to be worth very much, Amanda. Think about it.
Well, the fact is, Alan, Edward made Ned his heir.
And he does have controlling shares in the company.
If he decides to exercise his power as chief executive officer, there's not much we can do about it.
It's not true. And that's why I called this meeting. You are all the brains of ELQ. You are the backbone of this company. Now, if we band together, we can stop Ned Ashton from controlling ELQ.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Monica, what the hell are you...
Save it, Alan.
Mrs. Barrington, how nice to see you again.
Hello. Ned, have you met Jonathan Boland?
I don't believe so. How do you do?
And this is George Boswell.
Mr. Boswell, pleasure.
And Thomas Rue.
How do you do, Mr. Rule? Well, everyone have a seat. Monica, you're a member of the board, too. Please, sit down. I'll bring this meeting to order.
Yes, we certainly don't have to stand on ceremony. This meeting is obviously off the record.
Well, we'll just spend this time to get better acquainted. Although I feel I know you all already. Grandfather had so many nice things to say about you.
Oh, did you? How nice.
A CEO should always listen to his board members, Ned, he used to say. I hope I can count on your support during this transitional period.
We'll do all we can.
Thank you.
Monica?
Thank you very much.
Have a word with you, please.
Certainly. Excuse me?
Certainly, dear.
I understand all of you have been with this company for quite a while.
Finally gave me some proof, did
Wonderful to
you?
meet you all finally.
What are you talking about?
I know my appointment.
You're now in bed with that boy in more ways than
Though
one.
Grandfather was very
You understand our concern, of course, don't you, Ned?
Absolutely. That's why one of the first things on my agenda was to hold a general stockholders meeting to assure everyone that business would proceed as usual.
And how do you intend to run the company with your wealth of experience, Ned?
Same way Grandfather did, in the black. Now, I've been looking over the Whitecroft takeover deal. My feelings on the matter are...
Excuse me. ELQ is run by people with their brains, not their feelings.
Ned has some excellent ideas on the Whitecroft takeover. I think you would like to hear them.
What we would like to hear is how Ned Ashton is not going to run this company into the ground. Am I right?
Well, now, Ned, I must say, we are rather worried.
I understand that. And that's why I intend to do my best to ensure your confidence and trust.
Well, the name Ashton doesn't exactly instill confidence in anybody. In case you do not know, his father is the famous phony Sir Lawrence Ashton, who created the disastrous Quest.
That was my father's business. I had nothing to do with it.
Well, like father, like son.
Except perhaps in your case, Alan.
Don't push your luck.
The truth is, you didn't lose a penny on the Quest, did you? Lord Charles Ashton returned the $2 million you invested. Is that not right?
Yes.
I also received the $2 million that Grandfather invested in the Quest, and I plan to reinvest that money.
In what, finance lessons?
Of a sort. There's a possibility you might be able to run this company better than I can, Alan.
There isn't a possibility. There isn't a shadow of doubt I could run this company better than you.
Then prove it. I'm willing to offer you a challenge. Over the next 6 months, we each take the $2 million and invest it in the market, or however we feel would be the most profitable. At the end of the 6 months, whoever proves to be the better businessman takes over or remains as head of ELQ.
If you're that confident, let's make it a real contest. Winner take all. If I win, you turn over everything to me that my father left to you.
You're on.
Well, this is one way of resolving the situation, I suppose.
This is rather unorthodox, but different. Well, I'll give you the 6 months.
Agreed?
Yes.
Shall we shake on it, Alan?
Absolutely. I love a challenge. I'm a Quartermain.
So am I. May the best one win.
I will. There was ever a time you could boss you, Monica. This is it.
Well, I'm not really thrilled with you either, Ellen.
Well, at least you have Wonder Boy to console you, don't you?
Would you keep your voice down, please? Lila is in the living room.
Couldn't you and your lover find something else to do in the afternoons besides sabotage my business deals?
I am sick and tired of your inane, not to mention inaccurate accusations.
And I am sick and tired of you making a laughing stock out of me. How dare you walk into that business meeting there and make a fool out of me in front of the other board members?
Dare you try to steal that company from behind Ned's back?
Steal the company? That little snot-nose shouldn't even be walking into the office, let alone running the company.
Edward left him his controlling shares.
My father didn't know what he was doing when he rewrote the will.
The more I listen to you, Ellen, the more I am positive Edward knew exactly what he was doing.
Thank you.
You asked for it. Damn it, Ellen. This was what I was trying to avoid when I went to that meeting this afternoon.
Monica, you've never tried to avoid stabbing me in the back in your life.
That is unfair, Ellen. That is really unfair. What I'm trying to do is stop this family from the fighting, the bickering, the backstabbing that's been going on ever since Edward died. I'm sick of it.
Let me tell you something about ELQ. My father had me in that office since I was a little boy. I know everything about that board. Since I was this big, Monica, I learned it all, even after my medical profession. I'm the one who knows how to run that company. Me, Monica, nobody else.
Great, Ellen. That's great. Then why don't you use that knowledge and share it with Ned?
You must be joking.
No, I'm not joking at all. Wouldn't it be a lot better, Alan, if the two of you tried to get along together?
Yeah, it would be a good idea. I could teach him what to do in the boardroom, and you could teach him what to do in the bedroom.
Always just comes right down to that, doesn't it?
Auntie Monica, nephew Ned. How naive do you think I am, Monica?
I'm not going to answer that. I'm trying to hold the family together, and you're trying to accuse me of an affair that I didn't have.
Didn't you?
No.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I will. And then for the first time in your life, Alan, you'll be right about something.